Most expensive way to produce extra virgin olive oil. From this mill we really have unique products, so you will try one of those. We pick the olives in the olive grove, then we transport, weight and wash in the private court of the villa just above us. When we open the hatch there, we choose the quantity of olives that falls down in this recipient, and just don't stretch the olives completely, okay? They really destroy all the olives, creating a cream. We call olive paste, pasta di olive. That is not for it. It's not a pate to put on bread. That's very, very bitter and only used for extra virgin olive oil production to extract the oil. We move the paste in this machine, always working at low temperature. I mean less than 25 degrees.
Is the olives pitted ahead of time?
Sorry?
Are the olives pitted?
No, you crush all, but at the end of the process, you always have a part that is not used. It is transformed by machines in a dry compost where you have the skins, the seeds, reused as natural fertilizer. So we give back to the olive grove. The thing is, it's too much, and a part of this compost we sell because it's used to, how to translate in English? Like a fuel?
Fuel, okay.
Yeah, fuel to, not for cars, but for to heat.
Pellets.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah. So they buy also because, here we work night and day with production 24 hours all the month of November. You can imagine how big is the quantity of this compost at the end of the process, at the end of every day. We have a room for this, a room. Then, of course, what we need for the olive grove, it's used as natural fertilizer, and it's too much for our use.
Makes sense.
What are the stones made of?
Granite.
Yeah, you can see
If you put a finger, you will really.
By finger.
I don't know how many thousand kilos, but
Heavy.
really heavy. The paste is spread on every layer like this. We do like a sandwich with metal disc, olive paste, plastic disc. When the cart is full, we move it under the hydraulic press. And we press the paste. We obtain drops of water and oil. What exactly was inside the olive, okay? Lock tubes move the compost to these two tanks here.
The press I did a bunch of
And
is it?
at the end of the process, the last step is to separate the water from the oil. We do this by centrifuge, this last machine. Water, extra virgin. From here we have the freshest product ever.
oil
That
floats.
it's sorry?
Oil float. Where you spin it.
Yes, it's a centrifuge inside. From here you have 100% extra virgin and no water, okay? The water goes here. This is also another fertilizer, okay? And at the end of the production we can only filter because it's not possible to add any preservatives, sulfites, no chemicals, completely natural, 100% natural. Now in the movie you can see very well all the steps that we explained you from the beginning to the end of the extra virgin olive oil process. In our case we have a big production, up to 40,000 bottles per year. So the property is very big, more than 500 hectares of olive trees, all over Tuscany, okay? The wine production, it's very small, only 50,000 bottles of wine per year of IGT Super Tuscan. This is a small production. It's small. It's small. The area, the wineries of the area produce more than 500,000. You are in one of the best areas of the world for wine production. Chianti region. This is part of our property. You see the olive grove. Of course, it's not sunny like this every day in November. for the movie we've choose the right day, you know.
Saw the
Usually November it's a lot of rain. Yeah.
Saw the signs
We
for
live on the
snow.
west
It's
coast.
dark very soon and rain.
Yeah, we live on the west coast of the United States.
Okay,
And it's rain in the northern side. It's
Okay.
it rains a
Good
lot.
Pinots.
Okay.
Pinot.
They
Now
do-
it's summer by you.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they do Pinot Noir.
Okay, yeah. Here it's impossible to grow Pinot Noir. It's too warm and too dry.
Yeah, we get nice and wet.
Yeah, ours is Pinot Noir. In fact, it's becoming quite famous for it. Actually,
Okay,
in that
yeah.
region because of our climate.
So they produce good wines, yeah. Okay.
Well,
So
it's
it's
getting,
the price range of a good Pinot Noir from a winery close
like
to
a,
you.
like a
What-
decent one, 18, 20 euros.
Okay.
Really good
Like
ones.
a better one, 30 euros.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here you have all the variety of olives. You can see in the private court of the villa we start to work with the olives collected in cases. Here we start to wash. We have to aspire the leaves and wash with water very well the olives that are collected in carts like this. Then this is the machine that cleans the olives and transport to the hole, to the hatch that we open at the end. So
Yeah, I thought this was the Chianti region of Italy, yeah. We were looking on the map.
So here the stones crush the olives,
Well, the taste.
and this is the paste that is created.
That's so cool.
Oh, so no water added.
Sorry?
No water added.
No,
It's just,
no
okay.
water added because you already have a quantity of water, and the quantity of water in the olives it depends on the quantity of rain
Right.
that we have. So the machine spread on the disc, like every layer a little bit of paste, and then the press we obtain this.
Oh,
What was the press you used for?
I-
Processing plates. Metal fab company.
Oh,
They didn't
okay.
want milk.
He had to buy a press for one of his jobs, and
Okay.
it
Big
came,
huge press came from
it came from Italy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here the
Just like
press
this. It's a gigantic-
400 atmosphere press.
sure.
This is the first product, okay? This is the color. It's very strong and spicy at the beginning, and we are crazy because we dip the bread inside this machine to try the new one, which is very spicy, and we love the very strong extra virgin in this area of Tuscany. Now it's time to try something with my colleague. Please follow me. Fagli una breve introduzione sulla So, join this table.
Okay.
This is one of the oldest rooms of the property, the old kitchen of the mill. Now you have a movie with me. Please. See you later in the shop, okay?
Thank
So,
you.
Hi, I'm Camille. Nice to meet you. I will explain you the product. First, we explain you a little bit about the company. Diadema is a small boutique winery that born in 2003, and we produce only Super Tuscana IGT, I mean the one. So we also produce 4 different kinds, but always extra virgin, okay? And the wines we produce only Super Tuscana IGT, because when you produce Super Tuscana IGT, you are more free. You don't have to respect all the rules that you have to respect for a Chianti Classico, DOC certificated. So the family that owns the company and that lives above our heads wants to produce wines with that respect to tradition, but with a more modern taste. So in this way, they are more free because in the Super Tuscana IGT production, the enologist can change every year the percentage and the varieties of the grapes.
Right.
So if he thinks that it was a better vintage for another variety, he can change. The wines don't change very much, not completely from one year to another, but he can if he wants, okay?
That makes sense.
Yeah, so they want to produce modern wines with a modern style and that they like and that the guests like. So in this way they can decide, okay? In a Chianti Classico you have to respect, for example, the minimum of Sangiovese, so you're not so free. And you can also use in our production international grapes. So
You want to blend.
if you want to do a blend, you can blend. It's important that you grow the grapes in Tuscany. Also when they are international, so young, you have to grow in Tuscany. So on the plate you have one slide with organic jam, chestnut and chocolate from the organic production. Very good for the bread. You can also use for seasoned cheese, but I think it's better alone on the bread. It's like a veg Nutella. It's more to chestnuts, so not nuts. Okay, you can try if you want. And then I serve with the oil, but before the chestnut because you don't taste the oil otherwise. And the oil that you try is one in the middle. I mean in the taste, so not too strong and not too light. You try one that is something between. It's a blend of all the olives that we grow in this property. It's filtrated 2 times. A little bit fruity but very smooth and delicate because it's filtrated. It's the first year that we have this sigil. It's a collaboration with Impruneta, with other producers. These certificates, the DECO certification, certificates that the olives comes from the area of Impruneta. In our production, the olives comes from this property, for this oil. For the organic production, they come from the property in Mugello, because here we are converting. And in Mugello, where the family has the hunting property, they are still organic. Okay, Mugello is in the north of Tuscany. Okay. So this is a blend of the olives that we grow here, filtrated 2 times. Very smooth, delicate, perfect for fish plates or salads. In Tuscany, we dress salad also with the strongest. Generally, this is better for salads. Enjoy.
Grazie.
Ma il resto di oggi come si fa?
È pomeriggio. Non ci torniamo.
Taste the
What?
You can taste it's spicy almost.
Yeah. But the strongest, it's more spicy than
Oh,
this.
is it?
Yeah. So it depends on what you like. Probably not so common for your palates because it's not so usual for you. Here in Tuscany we eat it very strong or in this way, but when it's very fresh it's stronger and more fruity and more spicy and also bitter.
Okay. It's rarely spicy where we get it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very important, we don't suggest to cook with extra virgin olive oil. We can do it because we have a big production. So we buy every year the new one to use raw and the old one to cook. But if you have, for example, only the half-liter bottle, it's better to not cook with it because you lose all the flavors.
Yeah.
So you cook with the regular oil and at the end, when it's finished, you dress again. How we do it in Tuscany, we dress everything. This bottle for us is 1 week. Also less than 1 week,
Yeah.
it depends. So I start explaining you the wines. We start with the white. It's a blend of Vermentino, Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc. Fermented and aged for a couple of months in steel tanks. Still preserve the freshness of this too. It's not a wine for an aging process, it's a drink young. You taste the youngest vintage, so 2021.
Still pretty.
He drinks.
would you like? You don't want to try?
No? Okay.
No. Okay. I thought you would try. You
So
wanna try-
he drinks, he tries.
You can look at something.
It's very fresh, a little bit fruity, and also a little bit sweet. Perfect for fish
Oh, that's good.
or delicate fishes in general, so white meat or cheese and cold cuts, but fresh cheese.
I'd be in trouble if I-
Not seasoned, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Not seasoned cheese, too strong.
It's amazing.
No, it's would be good with fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good with fish.
Is that because you love fish?
I would eat.
Me too.
But sea bass, yeah, is good.
Mhm.
And too, that is.
It works.
It's very good.
That's okay. We're a family. We know. We've been in a hotel. We're yelling at each other. Where's your son? Poor people next to us.
How was your ride?
It was great.
Amazing.
Yes.
No, I couldn't even imagine that doing that back home.
Yeah. You come over hill, there's a castle.
Yeah, there's a castle on the hill.
It's not so usual.
No, not at all.
Away from
Different
the-
landscapes.
Yeah, away from the cities, the cars, the bikes, and all those. I mean, the trucks. It's
Yeah.
a different landscape altogether. It's really
Yesterday I find a group that was very interested and wondered, can I say it? Wondered, and I asked, why are you so wondered? And they see a lizard.
Oh.
Only for a lizard, and for me it's so normal here. So
Oh, gotcha.
and they never see one in the life, in all the life.
Oh,
So,
right, right.
yeah,
Okay, that makes
Oh
sense.
my God, where are they?
they're all from a big city, so they never see a
Open
lizard.
city.
No,
Yeah.
that's
It's very
fine.
different.
Yeah.
We can't imagine how different it is.
So we
Because I
live,
never was in a big city in America, so.
so it's, where we live is really, it can be like this.
Countryside.
Yeah, yeah,
We actually live next to a winery,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's nothing like this. It's very
Yeah.
small.
It's
Maybe
different.
It was Pinot Noir, and it's so the movie. I always say remember the vampire movies Twilight.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers them. That's why I say it. So that's only like 2 hours away from where
Ah.
we live. So like the trees, it's
So you don't have only there. You don't have a big city only. You have.
right, exactly.
Nature.
So there's a lot of like the big trees, green.
It's only different.
It rains a lot there.
Yeah.
We want that here it's more rain, but we
Yeah.
have a big problem this year with rain.
That's what they're saying.
We were waiting for
We had too much this year.
too much.
We had too much. I
Oh,
know.
yeah, we had
We
that
were
much.
probably the only area I think in the world that had too much because everyone is in drought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I explain you the red, so you can compare. This is the most international of the company. I mean, the most international because here you have a blend of all international grapes: Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Petit Verdot, fermented in cement tanks and then aged for. Can you? Yeah, thank you. And then aged 14 months in French oak barrels.
French oak, yeah.
Yeah.
just a little.
Okay.
So I have to.
I don't like it.
like it though?
Okay. Rich, strong full body, but at the same time very smooth, very easy drinkable, a little bit fruity, so you can pair it with white meat and red meat. It's the youngest vintage of our production now, so 2018. And this is a wine that you can also age for
For a while.
10 years, not more. 5 years, it's perfect.
nice.
I get in trouble with that too.
Wow.
It's awesome.
I know.
A lot of flavor, huh?
Yeah, it's get your mouth full thinking, oh, try some.
That's about it.
It's very, it's like dry, but it's.
Yes,
Yeah,
not
this
too
is
dry,
very
not too much, not too
I
strong.
like that,
It smells amazing.
yeah. These grapes are from,
Yeah,
right here.
we have to,
You said 50,000 bottles?
all the production.
All of it?
Yeah.
And it goes all over the world?
Hmm?
You
We
distribute
export, no, we export in some countries like Canada, Japan, Swiss. Then in Italy, we have restaurants that sell our wines all over Italy. Some also in Europe, like in Germany, I think. And we ship a lot to the US, to Canada also, in all Europe, UK, yes. So we don't have an exportation in US, but we ship to privates. The states where we have problems to ship are mostly South America, and yeah, mostly South America. Only South America.
Doesn't show up.
No,
does it?
India or India also we can ship. That's country that have special rules, so they stop the wine at the border.
You can drink it.
I don't know.
Wow, that tastes amazing. I can still taste it. That's crazy.
So he's 18.
I just turned 18.
Okay,
So,
here you can drink.
Here he can drink.
It's
So
gonna be
he is
21
having a lot of
Yeah.
Enjoy when
This
you
has
go
been
back.
It's a treat to the taste buds, but when you rinse inside the mouth, it's awesome.
Some information about the products. The jam is 10, the oil is 22, the wine, the red wine is 24, and the white is 18. We also produce a rosé, very fresh but dry, so not sweet like the white. Then other two reds, one that is the most awarded and also the most representative of the company because it's the same that we produce with a crystal bottle that you probably see inside the shop. Same wine, different labels, because one is a special production, limited production, and the other is the regular label, easier to sell, the normal label. And then one pure Sangiovese aged in terracotta. You know what terracotta is? The big emperors of terracotta is like this material. It's the clay. Yeah. As I told you, you can take the products with you if you're interested, or we can ship. On the table, you find some cards. You can join the newsletter.
Okay.
If you join the newsletter and you leave us the contact, it's not a commercial newsletter. It's like news about the company and the activities. If you join the newsletter and you leave the contacts, you will have the 10 off on the online shop and the 10 off on the grocery here in the shop.
Okay.
Okay.
If you need
all again.